two video games in particular that I want to see happen is firstly Dead Space, and the other game I would really love to see is Until Dawn. These two could definitely make a great story.
6 months later.
What did I say? I called it. I said I would really like to see a film adaptation of Until Dawn, and look what happened, guys. I called it. Sadly, in my TikTok, I thought James Wan was going to be directing this movie, or Jason Blum. However, it looks as if David Sandberg and Gary Dauberman are actually going to be directing this movie. And if you guys don't know who these people are, these are the guys that directed Annabelle Creation and The Nun. Now, personally, I prefer The Nun 2 over The Nun, and Annabelle Creation personally isn't my favorite Conjuring movie. That's just me. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about one of the scariest and best horror video games ever created right here. Now, sadly, only PlayStation players can confirm whether or not this is true, unless you watch it on YouTube. You can definitely watch gameplay of this on YouTube. But if you don't know what Until Dawn is this choice-based video game where it has a butterfly effect. And that's pretty much the whole premise behind the game itself, is the butterfly effect, where the flap of a butterfly's wing can affect whether or not a hurricane happens in the South Pacific Ocean, or whether or not Antarctica melts or something like that. I don't know. The game evolves around 8 characters, and they all meet up on this yearly trip that they have, and everything pretty much goes downhill, and they have to survive against cannibalistic Wendigos, which is one of my favorite urban legends, aside from Bigfoot. And if you don't know the urban legend about the Wendigo, pretty much how it goes is if somebody commits cannibalism on Native American grounds, they become a Wendigo. And the Wendigo will go out and seek humans to prey on and stuff like that. And that's pretty much the whole story of Until Dawn. Now, it's a lot more than just what I described right there, but it is a really good game. The aesthetic, the environment, the whole story, it's almost perfection. Now, I would really love to see an original cast make a return, because the company that made Until Dawn is Supermassive Games. And if you don't know who they are, they made The Quarry, which is one of my favorite games from last year. They made Man of Medan, Little Hope, House of Ashes, and The Devil in Me. So if you've played any of those games, Supermassive Games made those games as well. And what they do is they hire actual actors to portray these characters, so like popular actors. Some you may recognize, some you may not recognize. I'm really hoping they bring back some of the actors for the film adaptation. That would be really cool. Now, a lot of the information on this film is being withheld by the directors, so we don't know a lot about the movie. Right now, we just know it's being worked on. And you know how films go. I mean, it could follow the actual story of the video game, or it could be like something a little bit different but connected to the actual story itself. It could be like a sequel to the story. I don't know. Nobody knows, okay? Nobody knows except the directors. That's all I can say. But that's all the news I have on that. Now, I'm sure you guys are all wondering where the heck I've been. And honestly, guys, it's been a mix of everything. Honestly, some of it's been laziness, to be truthfully honest. But I just recently got a new dog. He's 6 months old now. His name is Ranger. He's a lab, so he's crazy. Likes to do his own thing. And, owning him has been a big responsibility for the past 6 months. So, That's another reason. And a third reason is the fact that there is a writer's strike going on, and that was all the news within the past 6 months, and it's just been repetitive news over and over and over. I've seen nothing but the writer's strike. Like, I was tired of watching it. I was tired of seeing it. Like, there was no movie updates going on. Other than, oh, somebody stopped making movies, or somebody stopped acting, blah, blah, blah. They're moving on to the writer's strike. Like, I want actual movie updates. Like, all I see is movies getting pushed back, movies getting canceled. And then after that, it was just nothing but people getting fired because of the Palestine and Israel war. And then now, just recently, it's been all about the Golden Globes. Like, I've seen nothing but awards being given out to movies, like 2023 movies. Like, we're in 2024 now, guys. Let's talk about some 2024 movies. So, here we are now. We're in 2024. And it's been a long 6 months, guys. That's all I'm going to say. There was a bit of fatigue for me. I was getting kind of tired of doing this, but now I'm back, you know. I'm back. I got a new slate going on. You know, I'm going to get more personal with you guys. I'm not going to be reading off of a script. Now I've got this little notebook here, but I don't have like all my script written now. I just got like what I want to talk about here. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to be real with you guys from now on. Now, when I do movie reviews, it's going to be a little bit different. I am going to be reading off a script because I can't remember. I can't freestyle like this all the time, guys. Like, that's just, you know, that's just me. That's just me. But moving on to some other news now that you know that I'm back, and now that you know why I was gone, we got some movies to talk about here. Firstly, we got a new Tron 3 movie. Tron 3, guys. Come on, are you serious? Why do we need a third Tron movie? Like, I haven't even seen the second one. I didn't even know there was a second one. I saw the original, and I saw the remake / adaptation of the first film. And I thought those two were pretty good. I personally like the original Tron better than the remake. But all I know about Tron is some dude gets stuck in a video game, and he has to play the game in order to get back out of it. I mean, it's pretty much Jumanji. It's Jumanji, but with an arcade game. I just don't know what else you can do. Like, what he's going to get trapped in the video game again? Or is somebody else going to get trapped in the video game again? What, does he have a kid? Does his kid get trapped in the video game? I think that was the remake. I think that was the remake. I think his dad went into the video game and the kid had to go find him and he got trapped inside the video game. I just described the first movie. I wasn't even trying. Oh my god. Anyways, so like, I just don't see what else there is to do. Like, what is it? Is it a new Tron video game? Like, I honestly don't know. Like, I'd have to rewatch the other Tron movies because I just don't know anything about this at all. I just feel like they're running out of ideas now. Like, the same, what I'm going to talk about next year, it's like the same thing. Apparently, there's going to be coming out with a Polar Express sequel. There's a Polar Express sequel in the talks, okay? It's not actually happening right now. It's just in the talks. And it's like the same thing, guys. Like, how do you do more than Tokyo drifting with a train on a frozen lake? Okay, what better can you do there? What else is there to show us? I feel like the first Polar Express movie was really good. I really enjoyed it. I was a kid when it came out. I was 4. It was like one of the first movies I ever saw in theaters. I mean, if you can make a good story out of it, that's fine with me, but I just don't understand, like, what more can you do to these movies? That's just my opinion. Now, next, we're talking about the Minecraft movie. It has begun filming, okay? There's a lot of talk going about Jack Black and Jason Momoa in this movie. Now, I don't know exactly who's going to be Steve. I heard Jack Black was going to be Steve. I just don't understand. I don't know how that's going to work out. I guess Jack Black, I feel like Jack Black would have to shave his gray beard in order to get the part. You know, we're talking about OG Jack Black, you know, from School of Rock days and Nacho Libre. Okay, that's the Jack Black I remember and that I love. That Jack Black had a lot of energy. I feel like Jack Black nowadays is just trying too hard. You know, I feel bad for the guy, but I love him. I love him. Now, I feel like if Jack Black is going to keep his beard, Jason Momoa should definitely be Steve, just because I just don't see Steve with a Jack Black beard, guys. Like, it doesn't make sense. I also don't even know how you would even make a live-action Minecraft movie. Like, is it just going to be blocks with real people, like, carrying around blocks and chopping down trees with their fists? Like, that would be interesting. It wouldn't. It wouldn't be... I was being sarcastic, guys. Unless they make it like a realistic Minecraft movie where they have actual trees instead of these wooden blocks. Give us, like, a cool adaptation of the Nether or something. And I don't even know what this movie is going to be about either. Is it going to be about Steve getting stuck? Is it going to be like the Barbie movie where Steve gets stuck in the real world and he has to try and find his way back to the Minecraft world? That'd be pretty cool, but it'd be repetitive. We've seen the same thing before, you know? And then lastly here we have to talk about is an Indiana Jones game. Now, this one right here, I definitely want to make a review for you guys. The Indiana Jones game. And they're calling it Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. And this one takes place between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade. Because technically the Temple of Doom is a prequel to Raiders of the Lost Ark. I don't exactly know what the Great Circle is. I watched the trailer for the game and I'm still a bit confused. It seems really fun and really interesting. It's going to be a first-person game. It's going to be made by Bethesda. And because it's made by Bethesda, it's going to be exclusive to Xbox and PC Game Pass. Or PC Xbox, whatever you want to call it. So, PlayStation users will not be able to play this game. I'm really interested about this. I'm probably going to make a movie review, like a story review about this for you guys. And if you guys want, I'll make a video game review as well. Because obviously, like, it's a video game adaptation of a film franchise. So there's definitely 2 reviews I'm going to have to be making about this. But other than that, guys, if you have any comments about what I talked about today, go ahead and leave that down in the comments section below. And if you have any other news you want to talk to me about, please make sure to leave that down there below as well. I hope you guys enjoyed my video and my comeback. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.